Hello everybody and welcome back to Irish Succession, which I guess at this point is now episode 8, because Harley has done his episode. You can watch it at the link in the description. So it looks like he only managed to live for 5 years. We did give him a really old heir. So that is kind of exciting. We are now this guy, who is Harley. This is not confusing at all. We are Harley, Harley is not Harley. So there you go. That's how this is working. We can still press the claim on Atraitus, but I'm pretty sure we still don't have any boats. That is correct, we don't have boats. Also, Atraitus is not doing so well. The Umayyad Caliphate is cutting into them pretty heavily down there. So what else do we have going on here? We need a steward and a spy master. Okay, let's go ahead and appoint, of course. Of course, it's another Snedgus. It has to be Snedgus. Everyone is Snedgus. But this is Snedgus Max Snedgus, so this is the son of the original Snedgus. And our spy master, that should probably be definitely not Harley. He already owes us a favor, which we can call in. That'll be handy. We're actually ahead of Thrake in tech, so let's go ahead and stick him directly in Constantinople. And looks like we are still tribal, so we'll go ahead and stick these guys in our capital, doing the things we normally do. And then, we do have some laws to check out. We're on Agnatic Cognatic Tanistry still. And looks like Harley did actually bring our tribal organization up to max. That is really convenient. That means that we'll be able to switch over to feudalism relatively quickly. All we need is a stone hill fort in our capital. And that's not what I wanted. Let's go in here. Hello. It's a new session. Have to move that down there. We currently have a wooden hill fort here. We will be able to go up to a stone hill fort in a couple of years. We're only 21 years old, so that's going to be a nice long life for us. Let's go ahead and set our ambition. We're probably not going to achieve this, if I'm honest. We're going to be spending our money down pretty fast. We do already have some children here. They're nice and boringly named. I have to assume Harley just clicked through them. Ekrad and Felix. So I don't really want to groom an heir. We don't really need any additional heirs. We have our heir and we have our backup. Anything else will just be a bonus. So let's go ahead and, well, we're not going to be at peace for 5 years. I can tell you that for a fact. We do want to become King of Ireland, though, and we can actually form that title. Can we form it right now? No. We need a lot of piety, and we need quite a lot more money. Well, we can save up towards that and build a war chest. So let's go ahead and do that. We're probably not going to be getting there anytime soon. We're making mediocre amounts of money. But because we're going to need a fair amount of money, I'm going to go ahead and take business focus. We already have our children, so there's no need for sibling focus. For family focus. Siblings are down here. We have quite a lot of them. We have definitely not Harley, Harley the youngest, and Harley the youngest too. So we have 3 Harley the youngest. That's not confusing at all. Thanks, dear old... How are we related to our previous ruler? Ah yes, dear old dad. Okay, we're business focused. We should nominate our successor. And nobody has actually voted yet. They're probably going to vote for definitely not Harley. I mean, he owes me a favor. He actually kind of likes me. Let's go ahead and nominate him. He should get married. He absolutely should get married. Princess of West Francia. She's only 2. Here's a different one who's 4. She has syphilis though. Okay, a 4-year-old with syphilis. Let's not marry her. It's gonna be a while before she comes of age. We need somebody... Oh boy, Snedga too. Yeah, let's not marry her. Let's just sort by age here and find somebody who's right around 16. Hopefully with a couple of titles. She's just a courtier, but she does hold a claim to Derby, Chester, and Shropshire. That could come in handy. We'll go ahead and marry her. Okay. That's the weak claim on Asturias. We can create the Duchy of Leinster and the Kingdom of Ireland. Both of them require more money than we have. So let's go ahead and set our crown focus in our capital, which is these days Dublin. Set that up before our last character died. And we have a court physician that we can assign here. His skill is only 14, but this is that same guy. He's still alive, Mubarak. He's now a bishop, I see. That must be an interesting story. I'm not sure how he got there. Our council is discontent just because we just inherited. Definitely not Harley owes us a favor. We'll almost certainly call that in at some point. And definitely not Harley. We already got him married. So we are just about ready to unpause this. I would like to steal away some of these territories, but let's take a look at our domain size up here. We're getting +2 for being tribal, +3 for our stewardship. We should work on bringing our centralization up to at least that +2, because when we switch over to feudalism, we will lose that. And we're going to need to hold at least these 5, personally. So that'll be interesting. We're going to want to try to revoke this from this guy, probably. Council would let us, but our tribal organization does not allow it. Okay. Why does it not allow it? Because we need legalism at level 1. Well, that was easy. Okay, so that's at level 1. A few other things that we can level up. Military organization. That would be a good one. Construction. Let's go for improved keeps, actually. And we can still get this. We can actually get all of them. I like it when that happens. Very convenient. We can now actually do this. And our council would actually accept this. So let's go ahead and put that law change through. We're going to start working on our centralization after this, I guess, so here in like 5-ish years. And other than that, Brafney is not our tributary. None of these guys will be our tributary because we just inherited. So we're going to have to go ahead and start declaring war on these guys again. It looks like we are currently fabricating on Ergiala. That's okay. Looks like they were on Gavelkind and split up their 2 provinces. That's pretty convenient for us, actually. They're going to need to take some time putting that back together. So that looks like pretty much the situation we're in here. Do we have anybody here that's a little spooky? Not really. They all are just counts. That's perfectly fine. Now, the Duchy of Leinster is this one. We already formed the Duchy of Mead then. We are Duke of Mead, or High Chief of Mead, since we're tribal. Okay, looks good. That looks very good indeed. So, at this point we pretty much just want to start retributarying these guys. But our council will not vote for it. Why don't they want to go to war? They're all pragmatists. Because we're busy fighting another war? We're not, though. I guess we'll ticket it. See how that goes. Will they accept this war now? They will not. The bishop is abstaining. He has no particular opinion and has been swayed by the diplomacy of the other members. These guys are all voting their conscience. One of these must be true. We're already fighting another war. The opponent is too strong for us to take on. Does he have allies? He doesn't. Why is he considered too strong? We have 1350 troops. He has 765 troops. Okay, well, I guess we'll not fight Brafney. What about Tir Tronale? Yeah, we're playing as... or our heir is Snedgus. Is that who we voted for? No. We voted for this dude. We should probably vote for Snedgus as well. Otherwise he'll get grumpy. So I guess Harley gets to be another Snedgus. I guess that's the way this is gonna play out. I will always be Harley, and Harley will always be Snedgus. Who knows? Definitely Not Harley has voted against it due to returning a favor to the bishop. Did the bishop call in favors to oppose this? No. If he did, he failed. Because they just approved our law change. Excellent. That is very, very excellent. And the chief of Tuatamamhain wants me to come to a gathering. Dear Harley, I would like to invite you to join me for a small gathering of friends to dine and drink and forget about the world outside for a little while. Please be prepared to reserve a few days for this, in case we get truly into the spirit of the proceedings. Of course I'll come. This guy likes me. He's definitely not going to murder me. Yeah, he is a little deceitful, but should be fine. Okay, small army of zealots. Excellent. Will our council let us declare war on this guy? Yes, they will. Petty Kingdom... Oh, that's why. Northumbria. I don't really want to fight Northumbria immediately. East Anglia would come into that. What about Ergiala? Ergiala is completely free. Interestingly, the council is more opposed to this than they were to the ones with Northumbria and East Anglia. East Anglia isn't that big of a threat to us. Northumbria could be a little scary. I don't really want to go against them immediately without having some tributaries to bring in. So we'll go ahead and declare a tributary war on Ergiala. And we will go ahead and raise our troops. March up there. We can call in our vassals. We'll see if they want to join. They probably... well, some of them will. One of them won't. And he has 500 troops. This is pretty good. This guy wants to just give up. Do I want him to give up? I kind of don't. I kind of want the prestige. So let's go ahead and fight him. We're not in any particular rush to get this war done. So let's just kill him up here. Vassals are accepting the invite. He does not want to fight us. I do not blame him. He already tried to surrender. And this war is going swimmingly. He's down to 300 troops. Fight him once more here, and then come back. So overall we'll fight him twice more. He's now at the point where he can't do anything. We're probably gonna... oh, we wiped him there. I thought we were gonna retreat him back to Ergiala and wipe him there, but nope. That's that. Tanis Snedgus now needs to get married. He does indeed. Who do we want to marry him to? Let's sort by rank here. There are a couple of mediocre options for him. What's he weakest at? He is weakest at learning. Is there a decent wife with good learning for him? She wouldn't be bad. Mastermind theologian. She is deceitful, but she's diligent and charitable. I think she'll do. Marrying the relative of an earl, so he'll lose 100 prestige. That's not our problem, though. That's Harley's problem. There we go. We can collect a royal aid duty to pay for the ceremonies. We can gain gold or prestige. At this point, we're gaining a bunch of prestige from our tributaries, so I'm going to go ahead and say we need the gold more than we need anything else, because we need to form those titles. Also, we need to amass wealth. So, and he accepted the marriage. And this guy canceled his merrymaking. That's unfortunate. We don't like him for that. We were looking forward to those merrymaking days, apparently. Our opinion of him changes by -5. We were truly looking forward to that. Very disappointing. I'm disappointed in you, sir. 99%. Again. That makes me so sad. Okay, some children lack some focuses. This child lacks an education focus. Let's go ahead and boost up her intrigue. I'm thinking, well, she's rowdy. Rowdy is not good for intrigue. The other thing she's good at is martial. Rowdy is good for martial. So let's boost her martial. A son was born to Harley, and so this is our son. So obviously we need to name him Harley. There's no other option here. This needs to get as confusing as possible. Just for the purposes of confusing the real Harley, of course. So this guy is going to accept peace as soon as this siege finishes up, which will happen very, very soon now. Right around the month tick. Okay, right around now. There we go. Offer that peace. We won that war. And let's head home. So, we can go after Tributaries. East Anglia will come in, but like I said, we're not super scared of East Anglia. They're currently hostile because they were raided by Vikings, but they don't seem to have defended themselves. They have 472 troops plus 390 troops, and most of those are heavy infantry since they're feudal. That could potentially cause us an issue. We do have the prestige for a tribal army, but I suspect we can get up here and take out Tributaries before they can make their way up here and cause any real damage. So let's go ahead and give that a go. Extort tribute on these guys. Raise up these guys. We just march up here as quickly as we can. Let's call in this guy and call in all of our vassals. There we go. And honestly, let's go ahead and move this guy over to Dyfed. We're going to have a de jure claim on all of this very soon. Oh, he raised up a tribal army. Okay. We're going to go ahead and group up here then. Wait a second. He's hostile to Brafney? What is he doing? He is attacking... Brafney is attacking him as well in a border dispute. Okay. That's exciting. So he's going to siege Brafney, and we are just going to walk up here and siege him. And then the question is, did East Anglia ever come into this? And the answer is yes, they did. And I could have just looked up here, because that would have told me everything I needed to know. Now, because of his tribal army, he has slightly more troops than we do, which is a bit unfortunate, but he's just going to siege this. And with any luck, we will be able to pull this off. We may need to raise up a tribal army of our own to fight his. We'll find out. But so far, East Anglia hasn't shown up. We sieged their tribe. He has to come defend now before we get this siege done. There's East Anglia. Looks like they're just walking directly into our territory. We have the siege curve here. He's walking into our territory as well, so he's just yielding this. Okay. We just don't have to fight him. He just is our tributary now. Sweet. That's one way to handle things. Just walk around and don't fight each other until one side wins. I'm okay with that. So the next thing we need to go after is Tir Eogain, probably, if we can handle it. Mercia would come in. That is interesting. Oh, you're trying again, are you? Well, we'll see if you actually pull this one off. Mercia currently is dealing with a pretty hefty revolt. they probably won't be able to get up here either. Let's go ahead and extort tribute on this guy. Mercia will be called. We'll see if they actually come. They probably won't. Go ahead and go to the Byzantines. You didn't go to the Byzantines. Go ahead and go to the Byzantines to spy on their technology. So let's go ahead and call in our tributaries. We only have 2 so far, but we also have some vassals. Raise our own troops. And up we go. We'll group in Brafney. He does not have any troops up. His troops are already out. He is defending against us, and he is defending against the Mercian revolt. So he's down here fighting these guys down here. So Mercia almost certainly will join this war, but they have other problems. So let's go ahead and group these up. We need to get sieging ASAP though. But now we're ahead on the siege curve. We should be completely fine up here. I'd be kind of surprised if anybody even showed up. It's just a tributary war. He doesn't lose too much from losing it. Our training grounds were finally built in the Dublin tribe. We should go ahead and build up some of our prestige buildings here. I don't want to spend the money on Wooden Hill Fort or Market Villages yet, just because we want to build those war chests, or build that war chest and create these titles. So let's go ahead and build a weaponsmith here. That'll be fine. And we have another 400 prestige. Can't afford anything there. We can afford, however, a war camp here, and I believe we will. We're going to build up our prestige quickly again. We're going to get like 150 from this war, and then we've got at least 2 more wars for tributary over here. If we do end up beating Northumbria, then of course he did. We're very disappointed in you, sir. You really, really need to get better at carousing. But if we manage to beat Northumbria, we may declare a separate war on them to tributary them. That would be hilarious. So he never showed up to this war, so go ahead and offer peace on that. And let's head back home. So these 3 are now our tributary. The next step, of course, is Ulaid, because I would like to have the maximum number of tributaries I can before fighting Northumbria. They're just a little spooky. They're a little on the big side. They have a fair amount of heavy infantry, and they're not actually involved in any wars or anything. I don't really want to risk fighting with them anytime soon. So let's get rid of all those. And he is attacking Tir Eogain. He can do that. Who would come in? Pictland? Do we care about Pictland? I kind of don't think we care about Pictland. We'll see if they actually show up, but they have to do a straight crossing into the actual place where we'll be. So this is fine. Let's go ahead and call all of our vassals and tributaries in. And let's see about smacking him there, and then coming over here, because that way then our allies will be able to raise their troops. He has a tribal army. Okay. In that case, we will just march directly into Ulaid. Pictland is in. We just need to get these sieges done, though. We'll see if Pictland even wants to cross this. We're a bit behind on this siege curve, but we actually have the numerical advantage. He won't walk into us. He's going to come down here and try to siege. And this siege up here we don't actually care about. One thing we do care about, though, is when he gets this, he's probably going to take this province. Which is not something I want. Well, we'll see what he does here. He's marching into Ergiala, and he's heading south to Dublin, looks like. He did take Tir Eogain, as expected. And looks like he took it outright. He's trying to consolidate that. Well, that's no good. We don't want him to do that. We're slightly behind on that siege curve. We're at 62%. He has 4,000 troops there now that Pictland has sent some troops around the long way. But we don't actually have to fight them. We just siege this. Hopefully this tribe will give us 100% war score. We'll find out. I don't really want to fight that. He sieged our capital. We lost a little bit of war score there. And that gave us 72% war score. So he's going to go ahead and siege the bishopric as well. That's going to be exciting. With any luck, though, us sieging his bishopric will be enough. Because I would really rather not fight them unless they split up. Which they're not going to do. Okay. That's 100% war score. There we go. There's that war done. Now that's a bit of a problem. But it'll be okay long term, I think. Go ahead and put that down. Now, if I create the Duchy of Leinster, I'll have to hold it myself. I can't give it to anybody until we form the kingdom title. Oh hey, Snedgus had a daughter. You know what that means. Snedga. That's not how you spell it. Snedga. Okay, there we go. So we do want to create the Kingdom of Ireland first, which we do need a fair amount of gold for. My wife, Hunila, has complained about me being absent so often, and so when I found that I had some extra gold to spend, I decided to buy her something nice. Maybe some sort of jewelry? I mean, she already gave us the kids we need. I could keep the gold. She becomes a bit disappointed. We could lose 5, 10, or 15 gold. I think we'll just keep it. She'll still like us enough. She's trustworthy. She won't kill us, surely. Okay, we need some education focuses here. Let's focus her. She's good at stewardship and intrigue by default. So let's go ahead and focus her on thrift, I would say. I don't want to create too many spy masters. Okay, and the two Harley the youngest. This one is good at diplomacy. So we should probably give him etiquette focus. And then this one is also good at diplomacy, so he also gets etiquette bonus? Focus. Harley the youngest, the third, apparently, is also good at diplomacy, so he gets a diplomatic education. Okay. Well, there we go. All of these guys except Brafney is currently our tributary. We should probably go for the Isle of Man. He doesn't have any allies, so this will be an easy fight. And they'll be a very useful ally against Northumbria. Call in our various friends. There we go. Hello, what is this? She is a naive appeaser. She's not very good at all at diplomacy. That's unfortunate. Oh well. Let's just finish up this war real quick. My wife was pregnant, but I was away, wasn't I? No, you weren't away. Don't question it. Doubt does not beset me. Just don't worry about it. It'll be fine. No, seriously. You'll be fine. Okay, we'll just smack this guy. He's going to retreat up to here, and we've got troops already there. He's not going to be any sort of a threat. That's probably going to wipe him. Nah, it's not going to wipe him, but it's not a problem. Merge that together. And once this siege finishes, there we go. Offer peace there. And we have rebuilt most of our tributaries. We still need to get Pictland, Dyfed. Northumbria I want to tributary. That'll be kind of hilarious. We need to get Brafney still, but overall that was reasonably successful in rebuilding our tributaries. So I think I'm going to put a cut in here and I will see you guys next time.